am HADIE AMIEZUL bin ABDULLAH.
Hi, my name is HUSNA binti ZULKIFLI.
Hello, my name is NURFAIDAH binti SALINDAR.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Nazmi ANHAS bin SALAMAT.
My name is Muhammad Danish bin Muhammad AZMI.
Hello, I am Muhammad HAZIQ HAKIMI bin Haris from HE21 International Marketing.
Hi, I am PARAMESWARY RAMAIS from HE21.
Hi, my name is RAFIEQAH.
My name is DAYANGKU.
My name is KHELEDA ALIANA binti OSMAN.
What I've learned having to do this project has made my perspective widen and hopefully others as well, because the importance of customer service can affect the whole being of an operation industry. Why? Let me tell you. Why? Because in service-based industry, waiting lists are frequent and it can have a negative impact on both customer happiness and operational effectiveness. I learned that this is possible to adapt, to overcome, to reduce a lot by carefully studying waiting line, including queue lengths, waiting duration, and customer behavior. Why should we do this? Because by analyzing this flow of customer, it helps in pinpointing areas of congestion or stages that in service that can contribute to longer waiting times, to longer waiting line. So that's the result. The initiative produced such as outstanding outcome, like shorter wait time basically, more customer can be happy and operational effectiveness can be increased. By all means, it teaches us that organizations such as industry should be aware that cutting waiting time is a continuous process that should be implementing these ideas and tactics that can give them excellent customer service. By putting this lesson learned into use, pretty much having outcome on their image. Thank you.
What I have learned from the assignment is the waiting line in the restaurant is very important. This is because not all the customers can wait for a long time to get food. So as the owner of the restaurant, we need to reconsider this problem and cut time as long as we can to save our customers time. Other than that, the service customer also can be efficient. For example, in our visit for 3 outlets that we choose, all of them have a short waiting line and it is very efficient for both parties, although they only have one counter to serve the customer.
What I have learned from this assignment is I can know how the outlet activities in planning, organizing, and supervising functions. Before this, we just come in, sit and order food what you want to eat without knowing actually how the outlet manage their waiting line, how they serve the customer, what kind of serving they practice in their outlets. So, after what I learned from this assignment, I can find out how much time you have to waiting for the place order, and I can figure out how many customers have been waiting for their food. Also, I can see they serve the customers such as by first come, first serve.
This is what we discover for major finding. First and foremost, comparative analysis of customer arrival per period. The maximum number of customer arrival per 60 minutes was found to be 8 customers at restaurant di Mawar, 7 customers at restaurant GT20203, and 2 customers at restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar Asam Pedas Klepot. This indicates that restaurant di Mawar experienced an increase in customer number during the observed time period. Second, efficiency in handling customer. Restaurant GT20203 demonstrate the highest number of customers per 16 minutes, which is 70 customers, along with the shortest average serving time, 3 minutes. This suggests that restaurant JJ Nazar is more efficient in managing customer within a shorter time frame.
Thirdly, average time spent in the system. Restoran Juara Ikan Bakar Claypot had the shortest average time spent in the system, which is 1 minute, while Restaurant Di Mawar and JJ Nazar average time of approximately 7.8 and 6.9 minutes. This indicates that shortest waiting times lead to higher efficiency in the waiting line system. And lastly, average queue length. Restaurant Di Mawar had the lowest queue length, which is 0.2 people, followed by Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar Asam Pedas Claypot 4 people, and Restaurant JJ Nazar for 5.27 people. This suggests that Restaurant Di Mawar has a more efficiency queue management strategy compared to the other two restaurants. That's all. Thank you.
So for the similarities of outlets, Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar and the other two outlets, it is similar with only one counter for their customer make their payment. And Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar also located in a very strategic place, which is near to shops and housing area. Besides that, the differences of Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar with another two restaurants are: Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar was take longest time to serve their customer, which is around 14 minutes. So compared with another two outlets, it is quite longest time. However, Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar are efficient in handling shorter time in queue system, which is 1 minute and no customer when make the payment process.
I will talk about similarities and differences between Restaurant Di Mawar that I will present it and the other restaurants in our report. I will start with the similarity first. I found one similarities between these three restaurants, which is the similarities for these three restaurants only take 1 minute service counter for each person. And I will go for the next part, which is differences. The differences between Di Mawar take 10 minutes for time in order and time in place order, while Juara Ikan Bakar Asam Pedas Claypot restaurants take 14 minutes for time in order and time in place order, which is Di Mawar is the fastest. Then the restaurants Juara Ikan Bakar Asam Pedas Claypot.
For similarities, customers don't have to line up. They don't have take time to stand up for long to wait their turn to order their food. But in these outlets, customers just come in and choose where they can sit. Customers just have to wait for the server to give the menu book to order their food. So customers have time to relax and have time to choose what they want to order. For their differences, their service pattern. Restaurant JJ Nazar and Restaurant Di Mawar provide takeaway orders or food delivery service, where Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar Asam Pedas Claypot only provides takeaway service. For the food delivery service, customer can place orders via the Food Panda application and they can make online payments. This service is very beneficial to customers.
We'll talk about the challenges, issues in waiting line system for Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar Asam Pedas faced during pandemic. First and foremost, the most challenges faced by most restaurants anywhere in Malaysia is lack of workers. It will be a problem on peak time, such as afternoon, where many office workers rest under break time. They will go to restaurant to have lunch. The problem is when many people dine in at one time. The workers will be very busy and cannot handle it. Customer will feel uncomfortable and ignored. Other than that, the booking of the dining table is made manually. So the customer has to go to the restaurant to book a face-to-face dining table. This makes booking a dining table and food menu difficult for customers who are compelled to leave their residence. It made it It makes it difficult for customers to book food as they have to ask directly what food menu they offer or can be booked if booking the dining table on that day. For example, when a customer wants to book a meal but has to ask the families or their friends if they agree with the food menu. Here there will be a slowdown in the service of other customers, as it should be that the worker has to wait for customers who are waiting for the response from their families or friends. Whereas, if the worker can take the customer food reservation in the restaurant, maybe 2 or 5 customers have already taken his orders. Indirectly, it has slowed down the customer waiting line system and customer service. Thank you.
First of all, the challenge issues can be included with the lack of labor in the outlets, insufficient use of technology, and the most strategic location to visit the outlets. Restaurant Diamawa has the fewest waiters than the other restaurants. The employees has to struggle more if the restaurant has a large number of customers that can be unpredictably arrive. Based on the waiting line system, Restaurant Diamawa has the least customer in the outlet before our turn to be served, which is 1 customer. Fortunately, it gives the positive responsive to us as a customer that we only had to wait for 1 minute to be served by the employees. However, this issue needs to be reconsidered by them because they cannot predict on the number of customers that will eventually visit the outlet. Next, the technology used by the restaurant Diamawa. It is easier to book a meal from restaurant Diamawa because they are not only on Facebook, but they also use Foodpanda and GrabFood. We can book the meal from home by using this technology. The other outlets also has these figures because it is normal nowadays for the other restaurants to connect their orders on online technology and social media. This issue is that Restaurant Diamawa did not use any technology to book a meal in the outlets. Customers can easily place an order right after they arrive on the table that they choose themselves. It would be more efficient if they provide a piece of paper and a pen to write, including a button to call for the employees to get their receipt order that they have written on it themselves. It will also be easier for the employees so that they did not need to stand at the cashier place for too long, and the customers also did not need to queue and wait for their turn to order their meals and drinks. Last but not least, Restaurant Diamawa is located at the Labuan Times Square on the ground floor. Their location is not as strategic as the other outlets because it was a bit hidden behind the Padang Dataran Labuan. The other outlet, like Restaurant JJ Nazar and Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar, were located at the most strategic place, which there are more people going around the area, such as the closest to sales mall like Restaurant Juara Ikan Bakar, while Utama Jaya is the close to Restaurant JJ Nazar. This issue can give the benefit to the restaurant if their location is very strategic, as the more people come to visit the outlets, the more efficient for the employees to serve their customers.
Based on the observation we have made on the waiting line system at the JJ Nazar restaurant, there is an optical phase when making observation at the restaurant, which is the lack of labor and the field, because when many customers arrive at the same time, the employees become slow to respond to the situation, meet customer need. They force customer to wait a little longer. Apart from that, at this JJ Nazar restaurant, there is also an issue that arises when they only provide payment in cash and QR code scanning, but do not provide payment by debit or credit card, because most of the customers are more comfortable using a debit and credit card than using payment by scanning a QR code, that can make customer wait a little longer when making a payment.
So, how can this project be applied elsewhere? The waiting line project also can be applied in waiting line system of government service by analyzing a few aspects such as current service process and time service analysis. We can understand how customer currently serve, the step involved in service delivery, and the challenge faced by both customer and staff. Applying this project to government service also allow us to measure the duration of each step in the service process, including the time taken for initial registration, document verification, form processing, and other necessary procedure.
It is not news that Malaysian government hospitals are bursting at the seams with patients made to wait for hours to even get treated. So, shortage of inpatient beds, overstretched resources, and lack of manpower are just some problems that drive congestions at these hospitals, which is sometimes exemplified by what this man had to go through during his visit to Hospital Sedap. One of the examples. So, condemning the staff for playing their handphones and answering patients rudely, this man was out of love for the staff at this hospital. This patient had to wait from 8 in the morning until 7 in the night for treatment. So exactly, this isn't new for the most of us. So the story I told you is the sole reason why we should implement the project of waiting line system on healthcare facilities. So why I prioritize healthcare is because implementing efficient queuing system and optimizing patient flow can significantly reduce waiting time in hospitals, clinics, and emergency rooms. That can enhance the overall patient experience. I mean, who even like waiting during times that you don't even have that to wait? Therefore, it is what it is. Thank you.